Hi, this is Richard from Revenue Report Card, back again, and our screencast today will be to discuss the letter grade that will be used for each of the channels. Okay, as they say, the harder we work, the greater the profit. That often holds true when we're dealing with hotels, cruise ships, and airlines. The harder our sales staff works, the greater or the less the margin that we'll have to depend on that will occur. So in this case, the letter F is not a failing grade. It's simply a grade that indicates that we're paying the highest amount of margin, and in return for that payment, we're receiving a large number of reservations. On this particular day, it's a snapshot of one day. Through flash sales, we would offer a certain amount of allotment at $300, and it would be put out there by professionals who put out to people looking for discounted rates. And you can see that that 300 compares to 500 or 400 or 475 that is offered through other channels. Okay, in this particular case, let's analyze flash sales. If you remember the prior screencast, I applied a 60% cost of margin, and you can see that here. When the customer pays $300 through this channel, we actually are going to put $120 into our bank account. Okay, and then we apply our staffing and benefits and or fixed costs, that's amortized, and once that is applied, the channel profit would be $102. So whatever comes through that channel, the net profit will be $102 with $120 in the bank. Let's go to the other end of the spectrum where we have walk-ins, which are typical in hotels, could be in airlines, probably not in cruise lines, in which the customer is willing to pay $550. It is a last-minute booking, so they're paying a premium in rate, and the amount of money that goes into our bank account is $550. So there's no margin. Okay, and what we would do to arrive at the channel profit is to apply the staffing and benefits that are involved in booking the reservation and receiving the customer. And so you can see that the net profit in that channel is $536 compared to $550, 97%, and you can see a grade letter of A. Okay, all these channels in between have a different cost, and you can see the amounts of money that we would actually put into the bank, and all these have a different fixed cost amortization factor and staffing. So let me look at group, for example. Why is the fixed cost and staffing so high? It's because we have a sales team that is specifically designated to bring in group business, and that would be our cost. However, there would be no margin because they're dealing directly with our staff. Another interesting thing to look at would be that which is brought through our website, a very low-cost channel. You can see a 91% and an A score. What we're doing here is we're reflecting the staff interaction where they're putting in specials and so forth and working on the website, and we're also putting in funds in which we are paying for SEO. We're putting in funds when we're buying keywords, and anything that we're doing to that website is a cost. And you can see that that staff is willing, that customer is willing to pay $500 on this day. They get a grade A, and 91% of that $500 comes to the channel profit. We're putting $467 into the bank, and these are the staffing and the fixed costs, which would be also the website cost, amortized over a certain length of time, and that channel profit would be $454. What we're doing is we're taking all these grades, okay, and we're taking segments, and we're applying these grades to each of the segments, and we come up with a mix and a total score from A to F on how the hotel is producing on that top line and what they've brought in. You can also see what your revenue potential is, and you can compare it to your competitive set. And so what we wish to do is leave as little money on the table as is possible, and of course the goal is to bring as much business in through these low-cost channels as is possible. That's all for this screencast. The next screencast will get more into the rating of the mixed cost. Thank you.